test, test. Hello, test, test. Alright. Gonna play a couple rounds of Slumber and try to give commentary as I play. This is a game I've actually played a bit in the past. I have quite a few things unlocked. Actually, I don't know how many more things left I have to unlock. Let me see. No. Okay, I have 19 of 20 snacks, 8 of 12 memories, which is interesting. I wonder what memories I'm missing. And 47 of 49 equipment. So I'm missing 2 equipment, 4 memories, and 1 snack. Oh, I'm actually missing quite a bit, because each individual class has stuff too. So I'm missing another equipment, another 4 memories. Wow, I'm missing an interesting amount of memories. Some more snacks, another equipment. So am I only missing 3 equipment? No, 4 equipment. 4 equipment, a bunch of snacks, and I think it's 11 memories. Yeah, 11 memories. And a lot of snacks. Okay. And I've seen a little over half of the bosses. I honestly don't know which ones I'm missing here, unless they're just not in the game. Alright. Yep. Okay. So this has just recently been updated where these are actually a little bit more functional, which is really nice because it was much worse than this before, where this only did 1 damage and then you had to forge it, and forging it was just a complete waste. Or you had to forge it and it would do the die roll. It was something much worse than this, but it started at 1 and you needed to put like 5 forges in it for it to be even remotely viable. It was just a dead card. It's a little bit better now because you can roll a 3 and do 3 damage on your first fights. So what do we want here? 3 damage turns into baseball bat. Then it's a permanent evolution, and then it'll do 5 damage with the follow-up to do 5 more. But you're rarely going to be doing the follow-up on it once you get it to 6. So you'll get like 3 decent follow-ups, and then you're going to get basically a 5 damage card. It's not bad, it's not great. Frugal, 1 to 3. Lowers the cost of your abilities and then resets. I haven't done a build with this yet because it would be like an ability based build, but if I get it early, then I'm committing to doing that. But also, since I don't have a vulnerability card in these first couple options, vulnerability will have to be an ability, so having that be a reduced cost. I haven't actually tested to see if this actually brings the cost down to 0. Making abilities free. That may be worth it. Lose 1 gold, gain 5 defense. Sounds awful. The other thing to notate, if I go here for the damage, then I don't have any blue generation. Because I only have pink and yellow. Let's try Frugal. It's just going to make the early fights really awful because I'm just going to have really low damage. We may not even be able to do the elite on the first fight. but we'll try it. I do get a heal. Afterward, and I get, at the end of a combat round, deal 1 damage for each time a player equipment activated. That's really good when you do a charge build, but we didn't really get lucky with any charge-based starters, so this is probably not going to be great for us, but let's give it a shot. There's a quality chance I lose this fight or walk away from this fight with, I don't know, like 10 HP. Alright, so mindset here is I need to get both of these to 6. Getting this to 6 sooner gives me more damage potential. And then getting this to 6 makes the future of our runs a little bit better. So we are going to forge here, and then we're just going to roll. Of course, we low roll. I have this really bad thing with this game where, like, when I roll, I tend to low roll, like, a lot. And especially in these first elite fights, it always feels like they roll, like, the high rolls way more than, and I roll, like, the 50-50 doesn't really feel like 50-50. But we'll see if, we'll play a couple games, we'll see if you can see what I mean. We did gain frugal. We are down to 1. No, I think I still gotta do it. We're just gonna have to eat some damage. Okay, that was actually a good miss. We didn't gain frugal that turn, so not great. We do have enough that we can shield a little bit of the damage. That's the worst roll for us possible. Thank God we shielded damage. Okay. I don't really want to put Vuln on because I want to get this to 6. And I kind of want to use this early fight since it's low damage. Well, it's not really low damage anymore. Let me think. If I do it, I have to hit 2 or 3 for this to pay out. Now we'll just do it and see if we roll a 2 or 3. No, we did not. Okay. That was really unlucky. Just doing damage at this point. This is kind of what I figured would happen. I think unless something goes really bad, I win here. Like if I roll a 1... I'm gonna shield just in case I roll a 1. Okay, I'm fine, actually. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought we would come out. I actually thought we would leave with, like 10 HP, but we left with 19. Okay, we do get a Vuln card. That's huge. Follow up 8 damage on night only. Sounds awful. Damage equal to the die. Oh, we already have one of those. This would just be a ton of forging potential we would have to put in. Vuln gives us Vuln, plus we get more yellow for shielding, so we're just going to take that. Just move this over. And it's Insomnia, so it's just 2 Vuln that's really good. We can get this to 6, and then it's every round we get to apply Vuln. It's also be really good if we can get some of the underwear memories to maintain the Vuln. Okay, we don't really need to do resource because they're already even, so it's kind of pointless. don't really want to poison myself. This is going to be really good for gold gen, so we may grab this. It's also cheap. Yeah, we're definitely grabbing that. Can no longer roll 1. Can no longer roll 1. I think this is good for us because we have a 2 and a 6. Like this 2/6 damage, I can basically guarantee that this rolls all the time. It also cuts out low rolls on my damage for these 2 cards. It limits my Vuln gen until I can get this to 6 though. And my Frugal gen. But I think it's better. I think it's good for for damage. 10 defense, but I can't afford it. And then I can fourth roll a 1. Man, this 10 defense would be nice. Alright, we're just going to do this. We're going to take a risk. I don't really have any HP regen. Which is not great. Okay, we get a snack here that gives 8 Vuln, and we get a memory that when equipment gains Forge, it also gains Insomnia, which isn't that strong. This fight's not actually that bad. This fight is generally good, and it comes with a heal. Normally I would do the elite, but I think I'm just not going to do the elite here because the memory is just not that impactful. And I have gold gen, so I can make up the difference in the gold. Alright. So we want to finish our forge here so we can be done with that. And then we'll start forging our Vuln, and then we'll forge our Frugal afterward. Yeah, like the high rolls. We'll see how many times I get hit for 4 damage. We didn't really gain anything because we rolled a 5. So we just roll. That was an insane roll. Okay. Yep, high rolled again. That was kind of unfortunate, because I had lost my Frugal chance to upgrade for low cost. And I actually left that fight with less HP than I started with. Not great for us. 10 damage if we have plus 5 Vuln. Only on nighttime, but pretty much a guaranteed hit. On a 6, evolve into Perfect Circle. This is a lot of forge to make this card even remotely good, because you need to forge it to 6, because you can't even roll a 6 until you forge it. So you need to forge it 3 times. You then need to roll the 6. When you roll the 6, then you start over again. When it converts to 12 damage because of our choices already, we can't even roll the 12 damage until we forge it to 1 to 2. Then only on a 2 will it do its damage. Then we need to forge it for 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we need to forge it a total of 5 extra times just for the card to become somewhat impactful. Whereas like this card, we can ability spam and then hit 1 time with a forge, and then every night, if I have the generation, we could hit for 10 damage consistently with 1 forge, and then ability generation. So this is just completely useless. There's just so much like you have to input into this card. Now, if this card was like a 3/6, like already forged up to be like you can roll the 6 here, so you can do 3 and 6, and then Maybe it's like 1 and 2 when it becomes the perfect circle, so you only have to forge the 3, 4, 5, and 6 if forged 4 times. Then maybe this card is impactful, but the way it's designed currently, there's way too much forging that has to go on to make this card even remotely valuable. 1 to 3 if night. Gain defense if day, do damage. And it's an insomnia card. That's not bad. But you're still only doing damage during the day, whereas like this is only doing damage during the night. So I think I'm just going to do this. I think in the long run it's just going to be a better play. We will do balance. We really just balanced out 1 point. We do get a heal option, which we desperately need. Each time an ability activates, the enemy gains 1 vuln. That's actually really good considering we're supposed to be doing an ability-based build with Frugal. We just haven't had the opportunity to actually use Frugal yet. We don't really need the Insomnia. In the long run, I think this is the better card than this. Because essentially you could give it a use, give it a follow-up, which gives it another use, give it another use, and then give it another use, and then you essentially have like a 5-turn 6 defense card that you could forge after that point to 1 and 6, and then kind of guarantee that you'll always have the 6 defense as long as you have the generation. This also doesn't give us resource gen. So I think I'm going to do that. Oh, but then I can't do this. Okay. It's not normally what I would do because this is very defensive. We're hurting our offensive power, but without the underwear, it's hard for me to care about Vuln gen when we lose the Vuln. Whenever a player takes damage, the player or enemy from player or enemy equipment gain 3 gold, so more gold gen. But we only have, I think, like 1 or 2 more shops. We have 2 more shops. Well, technically, we only have 1 more shop because by the time we get this and it matters, it's only going to matter for 1 fight. Like, this is a get this in fight 1 and it becomes valuable, but getting it in this late seems less valuable. I'm going to go for the heal, even though the sun is a scary fight. Because we don't have a ton of damage. Okay, we finished that. We really need the Vuln to be easily applied. But I actually think we're going to need that 10 damage. To get out of some of these situations. We can't roll a 1. The only time we miss here is a 6. Let's just do this first. We're going to take 4 damage no matter what. Let's give the we can't give that use yet. Yeah, let's block this initial damage. Okay. Okay. Now we have to do this. Let's block some of the damage. Not gonna give it. I'll save the use for the next time I do it. Okay. Perfect. We hit everything. We may actually just kill him here. Oh, never mind. Okay, block the damage. Yeah, he died. Okay. That actually was really, really good for us. I forgot I have the do damage for all the equipment we use. Again, gold is less valuable when we only have one store, so that's just pointless. We are really low on damage, so this would be good. 1 defense per forged on Frisbee Wall, and again, we don't have enough fights to make this valuable, so we'll just do this and hope we can get the baseball bat quickly. Okay. Do we need balance? It's blue to pink, right? What's our pink gen? We have a lot of pink gen. Actually, we're equal. We have the equal amount of gen. But pink is a lot harder for us to get. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Okay. We're not doing a power build, so that's not useful. 1 defense for each use. So if we had more uses on this, we'd get more defense. I don't really think we need that right now. When an equipment gains forged, it also gains power. We don't really need that. Zapped gives power to all equipment. We don't really need that. We're not really doing any of that. We can gain 1 modified dart just for some extra damage. And then we can force roll a 5. Just going to take both of these. We'll probably buy out the store next round. Okay, we can do a full... I mean, this is just a better option. Changing it to day is not going to do anything for us. Okay. Alright. So, we can only forge 1. We still need to put forges into this. I don't really want to roll that right now, because I want frugal. If I roll this, I miss a frugal chance. Yeah, okay. Beautiful. Okay. So now we can forge this to its full potential. We can forge this to its full potential. So now we always hit all of those. That already has its follow-up. That already has its follow-up if it hits. We can save some blue so that we can do the 10 damage, which is guaranteed now. because we don't roll ones anymore. So this is guaranteed 10 damage. We basically, I think, kill him next turn. So I'm just going to shield out any damage that we're going to take here. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now... Oh, actually, we don't have enough. Because it'll only be 4. Actually, no, because we're going to hit him. And he'll get the 5 by the time this triggers because we hit him first. Putting this here was actually optimal because these are going to generate it. Then this is going to hit for 10. So no, we're good. So that'll do that. He's guaranteed to take these damage. It'll put him over 5. This will then trigger the 10 and he should be dead. I don't really want... Yeah, I don't want... No, he should be dead either way. It's fine. Yeah. Say 5, 6. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, never mind. Well, I deserve that. It's fine. Okay. Evenly distribute. That could be powerful because that would allow me, if I get a higher, like a higher yellow or something, I can evenly distribute out to generate vulnerability on the boss, which actually is damage. Like, this doesn't look like it would be good for a damage card, but it gives me vuln gen. Follow up does 8 damage. Nah. Well, I mean, I'm going to be using abilities. If I forge it to 6 in 2 turns, it will always do 8 damage. Which means I'll be doing 18 damage every night. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Definitely do this. Okay. We didn't get lucky with memories. Like, none of this is really that great. Player can no longer roll a 6. That sounds terrible. 1 damage for each use. No. Yes. Yes. Might as well. This may actually save us in like a really bad fight. It also means we can't use this snack anymore for the boss. This is a fairly easy boss, so I think we should be fine. Let me just make sure my stuff is in the right order. Vuln, damage, damage. I'm going to put my heal early. It doesn't really matter, but I'll just put it early. Do something like this. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Here we go. 400 damage. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? We need 2 forges here. Okay. We're not going to take any damage this turn, so it's fine. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, perfect. We can do this, just get it out of the way. No, let's save. If he rolls a 5, we take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 damage. So, yeah, let's just block just in case. Actually, you know what? He rolls a 5 and a 6, we take 12 damage. If he doesn't, we take none. Do I protect against the possibility of a 5 or a 6? I don't think I want to this turn with the potential that we can heal 5. Okay. Let's see if we get unlucky. Okay. Okay. We're good. We definitely have to do it this turn, though. Okay. So this is big now. Okay, it does actually go down to 0. We need to do Vuln. Okay. Okay. We know we could take a big hit here, so we'll just do that. I still can't afford to roll a 5 right now. If I roll a 5, I don't get frugal. If I roll a 5 everywhere else, I do max. Actually, I think I'm going to roll my 5 here. Because I don't want to burn one of my heals for no reason. Okay. Wow. Okay. That was actually optimal. This is huge. We take the bare minimum damage. Perfect. Okay. Let's do this. We're not worried. We're not going to take any damage. That doesn't do anything for us. We can't do anything with it. Actually, what happens if I eat this? Because it's not going to fit on my board, right? Yeah, it just goes away. Okay. Perfect. I mean, we're not going to take any damage, so we're fine. That was not great. Getting high rolled there was awful. Okay. I kind of want to max out my frugal here if I can. But it actually doesn't seem like it would be worth it. No, let's do this. Because we do need to start getting ahead on damage. Okay. Man, he is getting insane high rolls. Okay. He couldn't possibly roll a 1 for us one time. So this is free. Put it there. I think we do need to protect our life pool because he's going to start doing... Actually, no. Yes. I take it back. We need to protect our life pool. We'll just do this. I need to save up, actually, so I can start doing the 10 damage. Trying to get all these frugals out so we can do this. Because we're 1 short from being able to do max damage. Okay, we should be fine here. He max rolled again. Ay, ay, ay. Dude, 5, 6, 5, 6. I think he rolled a 5, 6, 5, 6. This is what I mean. If it always feels like the enemy high rolls, like a lot. Like he hasn't rolled a 1 or a 2 this entire time. I don't think he rolled a 1, 2, or 3. I think maybe he rolled 1, 3. Okay. Well, we definitely now need to do this. Oh, he took my Vuln. Oh, no, he took my Vuln. That's not good. Because now I can't proc this. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we just gotta throw it at the wall at the moment. Wow, we are doing, like, no damage. At least he low rolled for once. Yeah, we're in trouble, actually. This is not great. Am I dead? I think I'm dead. Jesus. Okay. Um, I'm taking 2 damage, but I need damage right now. Wow. I mean, this is the only play. If he rolls anything like 4, 5, or 6, which he's done like a million times, we lose. If he rolls a 1, 2, or 3, I think we're fine. Wow, so just healed. Wow. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win, but I don't know if I deserve this win. Like, that was gross. Alright. That was not great. But a win is a win. Okay. 1 to 6, 2 damage. Seems alright. As long as it's a starter card. I didn't see what boss we got. I don't even know if you can tell early. Charge up, gain tons of resource. Just a godly card. Yo, we're gonna grab this. That's an insane card. Race car. When an equipment gains forged, it also gains power. I'll do it for the memory, just in case we somehow end up in a power build. This is probably a terrible idea. I forget what slop does. When host equipment activates, the player takes 1 damage for each slop. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, I don't have pink gen. Oh no. Oh, that is gonna make this fight so much worse. I didn't think about having pink generation. Okay. Okay, if we roll like a 1, 2, or 3, we're gonna take a ton of damage. And I have no way to mitigate it. Okay, well, we're gonna take a ton of damage. I think I die. I take 12. If he hits a 1, 2, or 3, I take 20 damage. I end up with like 1 HP. And I definitely can't kill this turn. Oh, this is unfortunate. Yeah. I think I've lost this run. This was a mistake. Oh, I definitely lost. Yeah, I roll anything, I lose. Alright, well. Don't fight Grandma. Lesson learned. This is one I actually forgot. I gave feedback on this fight. I'll give the same feedback. Slop should come off the equipment once you take the damage. It being a stacking damage like it is, where it doesn't like actually come off the equipment once the equipment is used, kind of like the same way that sleep, like cards with sleep, once you use the card, the sleep falls off the card. It doesn't stay permanently slept. I don't think you should have permanent slop on the first fight where it does 3 damage and then into 6 damage and then into 9 damage, and then it's like permanent, so that you just, like, for instance, before she even enraged, I was going to take 12 to 18 damage a turn in the first fight, which is just insane. Which now I just need to remind myself, do not ever fight that fight, because you don't have enough damage that early on to outpace that kind of damage. And you're only locked to 3 cards, which means that you're going to roll into one of those 3 cards way more often than if you had a full board. So fighting Grandma early is just a run ender. That fight is way overtuned. Now, if the slop came off the card, I think like it being 2 slop per, and then like it comes off the card once you use it, I think that would be fine. I think 3 is still a little extreme, but maybe fine. So we can get Anvil early. Why can I not? Wait, what? Oh, because, yeah, I haven't chosen. Evolve into Deadly Sword. Eh? No, I want the Vuln. So now we can get the gold one early. So we'll do this. I did it. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm not going to have Gen for forging, but I can at least put Vuln on. That is if I stop rolling 6s. Oh my god. I think I've had like the worst possible outcome for rolls that you could have gotten. I definitely did. I took so much damage, like unnecessary damage. It's insane. Evolve into a cat. I'm gonna try this. Okay. We do need a heal. gonna bank that we can actually roll a 6 in this next fight at some point. Can no longer roll 1s. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. I need to block the damage. Or I can risk it, force roll the 3, redistribute my stuff, and then next turn hope I can heal and I just eat whatever damage I take. Okay. Best possible outcome there. Alright. What do I want to do? I can give Vuln... Okay, I think this is the right play. Okay. This is where we have a little bit of breathing room, because unless he rolls a 5 or a 6, we just don't take any damage. It's fine. Ugh, we are rolling so bad. Okay, but we're getting lucky. Can we roll like a 2 or a 3? Thank you. Okay, good. I'll take the 6 damage. It's fine. Just do this now. Just to make sure we should win this. Yeah. Okay. We just have such bad Vuln gen. Like, this card was good before when we had Frugal early, but I can't choose both. I have no yellow gen currently. And the only way I'm getting yellow gen right now is by redistributing my blue gen. But I also have, like, shit for damage. What does Frugal get me here? It gives me yellow gen. No, I think I do this and just hope I can find ways to get more vuln. I mean, sure. We could pick up another heal to try to get us back to 30. For each equipment with at least 1 power. But we are not generating power. To see if we can find like a zapped or something. Can no longer roll a 6. That's my only damage gen currently. I don't really want to remove it. I've also just been getting a lot more of these like clover memory options like in this pool. And I've been getting a lot less of like other memory options. Like I get clovers all the time. It's just difficult to play around. Yeah, if I take that, I also can't heal, which is just terrible. Okay. I don't think I can do much here. I can just block damage. Well, that's just optimal. Redistribute, get a heal, only take 2 damage. Okay. I need to get damage down on him quickly. I could get 6. But I do need this not to suck. I mean, I've got to do it. Okay. I'm glad I just did that because it's important damage that we need to get ahead of his curve. Okay. Four, five, six gives us 5 defense if I can forge it. It also gives us yellow. Oh wait, add power to the previous and next equipment. Nope. We're taking this. And we're sticking it somewhere useful. Maybe like right there. The reason we're taking this is because the power is going to feed our blanket. And it's just more vuln. It's not great, but as long as we put it before... Wait, when does this go off? At the start of each combat round. Yeah, that's fine. At the start, as long as it's at the start of each combat round, then we should hopefully have enough to actually trigger this card to work. But I have to put a lot of forging into this, and we just don't have a lot of good resource generation. Another potential heal. I need like a roll 6 so I can get 12 healing and then feel much safer than I currently have. Roll a 4. Roll a 4. 4 guarantees me max damage currently. But in every other circumstance, it's terrible. Unless I put something here. Actually, let's do it. I have an idea. Only gonna work on turn 1 though. There's a roll 6. That's 12 health. This is a dangerous fight, though. That's also 12 health. And he generates Vuln for me. Yeah, we'll just do this. They're both 12 health. Actually, it's not even 12 health because I didn't take the healing card. I take it back. This was just the right call. We'll just block damage. I need resource gen. Okay. Okay, good. Now we're gonna do 10 damage off the back. Yep, there's the 10 damage. There's the heal. That's fine. Okay, so now this is really important. We need to give a use to this. We can't afford to lose it. We need to move this to a 4. We need to just do this now, because we're going to get a lot of resource gen anyway. I can tank a little bit of damage. Okay. Okay, we didn't even have to tank the damage, so that's good. Okay, so now we want... I can finish this card. No, I can't. Because I need uses here. Okay, we're just going to put some uses on this card. And we'll do this next turn. He's going to take another 10 damage. Okay. It's fine. This is probably one of the easiest fights in the entire game. As long as you have ways to, like, gen Vuln and stuff. Like, this is a good just catch-up fight to prepare you for later fights. Okay. We should be done. Yep. Okay. Max health. 5 Vuln. Huge. Actually huge. That's an insane card. Okay. Okay. Redistribute. Yes. Oh my. Okay. Easy win. Easy win. 5 Vuln with under. I don't even need anything else. 5 Vault with underwear is just insane. I gain 2 protected. That's not that great. All player gain. Oh my god. Yes. Wait. 1 use. Yeah. Okay. We'll take it. Or we could get zapped. What am I talking about? This seems really stupid until you realize that we can generate all of that into vulnerability off the start. So it's just one massive round of Vuln that with the underwear is going to stack forever. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, screw it. Just take it. It's the last fight anyway. Yeah, this is gonna be broken. Like, this is a guaranteed win, I think. It's going to be a lot of damage. Oh, and it's a fairly easy boss. So watch this, okay? All of this is going to turn into Vuln. And then I don't think I have the conversion thing, which is fine. It's whatever. We're not going to take any damage this turn, so we don't have to use any of our defenses. We can also take time to put this on... I could put it here. Yeah, let's put it here. Yeah, that's fine. Because we're not going to take any damage this turn. So just watch the Vuln gen here. It's going to actually be insane. Redistribute. That's all fine. Not too worried about it. Okay, so now we can like every turn, I think it is, right? At the start of each combat round, he's going to gain like 12 plus Vuln. The stacking is going to be insane. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. So we guarantee it. Okay, we have the guarantee. We get all that damage. We can then do this. Give it another use. I don't really care if we take damage this turn. At most, we're going to take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage. We'll be fine. Watch the Vuln here. $24, $26. Okay, yeah, we're going to take that damage. That's fine. Okay. Now we can forge this again. So we're automatically going to get the heal. We're going to take 6 damage, which we can actually mitigate this time. We can give this another use. Oh, and we hit the 6, so we go right back to full health. Yeah, this is insane. He doesn't even hit the roll he needed to do the 6 damage. So now, knowing that we're going to take damage no matter what, we can block it all. Does anything else need forging? I don't think anything else needs forging. No, we're fine. So we can straight up just Vuln. Block, even though I don't think... I mean, if he rolls a 6, right? If he rolls a 6, we take 2, 4, 6, 12, 14 damage. So we take no damage. We can just put this here for our next turn. I don't even know if there's going to be a next turn. This is going to be an insane amount of damage. Yeah, I think he's dead. He's dead. Oh, never mind. There is another turn. Well, he doesn't survive the next turn, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's put a use there. Put Volnum. Doesn't really matter. Put another use. Okay. Easy. So that was probably one of the better fights. What is this? What is this? You healed yourself for 46 damage? Why is it a B? There should be an A+. That's a lot of healing. You triggered equipment 84 times. All your and then what's this one? Oh, okay. So it's just fluff stuff. Yep, full health win. This one was just Vuln into underwear into Zapped, but Zapped wasn't actually doing anything for what Zapped normally does. Because it normally charges cards, but we're not playing a charge build at all. Like, we don't have any cards that use charge. But because Zapped every card, our blanket memory used every single one of these cards to put 9 Vuln every single turn on the enemy, and then the underwear kept half of that every single turn. So we had infinite stacking Vuln with 2 very high output Vuln cards. So every turn we were putting on 9, 14, 15, 16 Vuln. And then if I had forged into this card a little bit more, I don't know if like infinitely, like it could actually keep going up. I'd have to like pay more attention. But we were basically putting on like 20 Vuln a turn and keeping 10 of it each turn. Which is just an insane amount of damage output, because then you're doing 40 plus another whatever this rolls plus another 20, so that's like 66 at the top end, and then another 10 on top of that is like 30 plus 10, 40. So you're doing like, you could potentially get up to almost doing like 100 damage per turn, and then infinitely scale from there, depending on how many rounds the boss was to survive. So that was a pretty solid run. That was pretty good. Alright, I'll probably do one more. We'll see how this goes. I'd like to do like a charged build or something interesting like that, but it depends what cards I get. So we've won 2, lost 1 because Grandma is a broken fight. Oh, we get underwear early. That's insane. Do we get Vuln early? We do get Vuln early. But it's only on a 4 to 6. Adds power to the next equipment and Vuln. I did say I wanted to do a charge build. 1 heal per forged on Dreamcatcher. So this could be infinite heals, but you have to roll a 3 or a 6. And you have to dump a lot of forges into this. And it doesn't give resource. What is plastic plate? 1 to 6, 6 defense? Only on nighttime though. If Snack used this turn. Ew. Okay, no. Just use this. Okay. We're definitely going for the underwear. We'll see if we survive this fight though, because this is going to be rough. I do want to forge hammer. Yeah, let's just forge hammer. It's just I should be defending myself in this fight because we're going to take a shitload of damage. I hate this fight. Okay. Because this is just a pure damage fight. You're just either pacing the damage or you're not. Okay. It's about to get a lot worse. Okay, perfect. That's like the best roll we could have gotten. Okay. Alright, we lost half our health. But we gain some of it back and we get underwear, which is mega. Oh my god. Oh, the 2 heal is really good, but 5 vuln is better. Defense equal to the die roll. Man, that's not bad. But it's not 5 vuln good. Both of these are very good options, by the way. And we don't have blue gen. Like, this would be really good. But it's not 5 vuln good. It's just not. Vuln is just so strong in this game. See, like, I get Clover is, I think, is somehow in the memory pool has way too high of a ratio. Like, it shows up all the time. And I feel like I should have a lot more memories than this. I feel like I'm not getting a lot of the diversity I used to get. Because I should have, like, a bunch of memories. And there's a bunch of memories I haven't even seen or unlocked. And I don't know, like, why I'm not getting those compared to, like, getting the same, like, 5 or 6 that I keep seeing. We don't have any blue gen, right? Like, that's what we're missing right now. So this is actually, like, a good card. That's really good, too. Roll a 2. Yeah, I think I do this. Because I can force myself to get blue whenever I need it. See, like, what is this Clover stuff, dude? It's every run. It's can't roll 6, can't roll 1. I don't know what changed here, but this has got to, like, in the back end, these have to be lowered. This feels like it's an 80% plus chance of getting this every run. And I just want, like, other memories, because some of the memories are so impactful for, like, how the game functions. And just Clover's is just so on it, like, it's impactful, but it's not great. Okay, what do I want to do here? I need to put this to 6. I need to put this to 6. I think I do one of each. Okay. I can force roll the 2 and guarantee I can finish off one of those next turn. Yeah, I think I do it now. Okay. Took the max hit first. Wonderful. Okay. This is where we can guarantee our vuln. Start getting some damage ramp on him. It's lovely. Okay. I'm not worried about 2 damage. We've already taken the brunt of the damage. He perfect rolled his damage. Oh my god. Give me... Well, I had a great run last time fighting this guy. I guess, you know, whatever. Let's get this done. Because I don't think he's surviving this either way. Yeah. Okay, well, we can't roll 1s anymore. More vuln. I never take this card, and I don't know what it can turn into. When equipment evolves, it is removed and permanently replaced by another equipment. All modifications are retained. I never take this card because I don't know what it turns into. 20 gold is insane. Because you can just give yourself infinite gold. Vuln is also insane, but I already have 2 ways to generate vuln. And this basically just becomes the game I just played. Oh, but 20 gold is insane. I want to try this one day. Like, I think this would be interesting, but like, this is such a better card. Yeah, I can't pass this up. It's just too good. One day we'll get to find out. Okay, we can zapped. We can zapped, or we can heal. We can force roll a 5. This is really strong for the fact that we're vuln stacking. I have a heal currently, right? No. Alright, we'll just do this. Ooh. I take it back. We will take the sandwich. I was lying. Ooh. When you eat a snack, gain 5 defense. And he's the easy fight. Yeah. Just do this. Okay. So, we want to do this. Then we want to... Wait, do I need to forge anything? I could forge this. Yeah, let's forge that. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Could give myself another use here. Defend myself for 2 in case we take hit. And we get the heal. It's fine. We actually came out ahead there. We can forge. I really want to get the 20 gold. Like, that's that would be really good before our next thing. There we go. That's unfortunate. Okay. Put another use back on here. Protect ourselves from damage. Oh, we hit a 6 again. Don't kill him, don't kill him. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take time to do this to all these. Just so I don't have to do it later. Okay. And he dies here, so it's fine. Yep. Alright. Full health. 53 gold. This is definitely the best card. Without question. So let's put it in the rows. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yes. Always redistribute when you do it. Another heal. Mega. At the start of each of your turn, after the enemy has leveled up, gain 5 gold. This is useless. this is a terrible memory. Because you have to wait 6 turns for this to give you 5 gold. Like, this would be, like, the only time this is good is on the boss. And at that point, you're fighting the boss. If there was, like, a second act, this would be good going into, like, a long boss fight. Because then you enter the second act with, like, a ton of gold. Equipment, wait, what is this? When an equipment gains forged, it gains power. I think we just take the extra heal, the sandwich, the roll to 4. We can actually take this too. Like, we have so much money. This is why you take the 20 gold card, because you can just... Ooh, wait. I can't take both. What would I give up? The 6 heal? I need to get rid of the 6 heal. I actually don't know what happens if I buy cards and don't have room for both. I break the game. That's what happens. Well, there you go. Bought cards while not having room for them in the backpack. Bought cards while not having room in my backpack. broke the game. You can see in VOD at the 1 hour 30-minute-ish mark. 1 hour 30-minute mark. Okay. Well, we broke the game. And we lost our heal. So, not great. But so be it, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. We lost our heal. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, didn't I just fight you? Yeah, we'll just do it again. I don't know why these fights at the end don't give memories. That needs to be fixed as well. Okay. Sandwich up. Give everything a thing. If I roll a 4... Well, if I roll a 4, I get 20 gold. I get 5 of that. I'm at full health. Yeah, we'll roll a 4 now. Okay. Okay. We don't take any damage, which is great. Okay, do I want to forge anything? I want to forge this. I kind of want to forge this all the way up to max. Give it another use. Okay. And we rolled the one we rolled the one number that doesn't give me protection. That's great. Great. So good. And of course, we took Jesus. Just get it out of the way. Give it another use so that we don't have to worry about it later. Okay. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah. You can remove cards after a certain point. So what should happen is there should be like a trash can icon somewhere, like maybe up here, have like a trash can that at any point you can delete cards. Not when you reach maximum, because you can only delete cards once you reach maximum. There should be a trash can where at any point in the game, if you want to remove cards from your build, you can do that. You shouldn't have to wait till you've reached max capacity. So just put like a little trash can icon, maybe up. Well, I wouldn't put it up here because then people get it confused with settings. But maybe put it up here, where you can move and trash cards at leisure or at your will. So we can charge up and gain 4 vuln. And I can replace that with my 6 heal. I think that makes more sense. I don't really need the heal. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do this. I actually didn't need the 20 gold either. Probably would have been smarter. Okay, and then we can charge it. We have a way to charge it. I think we can get rid of this too. Uh-oh. Oh no. No, I want to delete it. Oh, I've made mistakes. Oh well. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Can I delete? I don't want you anymore. I want to break up with you. Shoot. Because I could get my heal back. Let me assume if I do this, does the game break again if I do this? Gain 3 vuln. I assume it does. If I go here. No, it's just gone. Yeah. Okay. So be it. Oh, this is the letter one. I hate this fight. I hate this fight. This fight will get better when it's not just this resource, this yellow resource, because it doesn't rotate. It doesn't rotate on resources. So I only generate 2 yellow a turn, which means I'm going to take a ton of damage in this fight. Okay, if I roll a 3, like everything procs. And I don't have my heal. L. I. F. Okay, so I'm gonna take 2, 4, 6 damage. 0 this turn specifically. Let's apply Vuln. We need it, like, this is gonna be a race. And despite how good my build is, like, I could actually lose this fairly easily. Okay, let me think. I have to bank that this six is enough to protect me from damage. Do I need to forge anything? Not really. I could forge this. And then give it Vuln, give it Vuln. Okay. Oh, I didn't guess numbers. No, I'm going to take a ton of damage. I forgot to guess the letters. Oh my god. I'm dumb. Okay. Well, I can forge it up to 6. That guarantees me blue every turn. We are going to do that. Yeah, we're just going to have to keep doing this. Okay. R. I. H? Okay, good. I think I have one more. Damn. Okay. We're going to take 6 damage this turn. And I don't have a way to mitigate it. Like I said before, this is going to be a race. Yep. Was that more than 6? 2 damage and 2? Oh, so it was 8 damage. Okay, I get 5 guesses this turn. Um, I'm not gonna forge anything. I'm literally just gonna Vuln and guess. Okay, not great. Okay. F? IE, maybe? Okay. So we'll take 6 damage, but we'll block all of it. Okay. I think we're okay. We actually get 6 guesses this turn, too. I think we're alright. R. Okay. It's in the middle of the word. Okay. It really wants to give me P and Q. Okay. Oh, is it charge? Okay, we don't take any damage, or we take 2 damage. But I think it's dead. Yeah, I think it's dead. Okay. And another win. Another win. I earned 165 gold. Cool. So that was 3 wins out of 4 games. 3 wins out of 4 games, with the one loss being Grandma in the very first fight, because Grandma is overtuned. So yeah, I think if Grandma wasn't overtuned, we had a good probably potential of winning that run too. I think the balance of the game is actually in a really good spot. Like, I feel like the encounter difficulty is really strong. I feel like the boss difficulty is really strong. There's some, again, just some balancing things I would do with Grandma. There's some balancing things I would do with the guess a letter boss, where it like rotates the resources and it's not just predicated on the yellow resource only. Grandma needs to be drastically retuned, where her slot falls off the card once it's used. Same way like sleep falls off a equipment card once it's used, so that you're not taking 20 damage on turn 3 in the very first fight of the game. Um, Outside of that, I think like the clover memories need to be looked at the back end of the game to see why they're popping up so much. Because I have, like, how many memories do I have total? Like, actually own. Let me go in here. If we look at my memories, oh, okay, so I have all the equipment now for the base. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I could just look here. 8, 12, 17. I have 17 memories. And in those runs, like, these 2 clovers came up pretty much every single run multiple times. We did see all of these. We saw Swiss Army Knife only one time. I guess I did see all of these in 4 runs. Like they were all options within the 4 runs. I just feel like Clover comes up a lot. Like Karate Belt used to come up quite often. Um, and it has really good synergies with like Vuln builds, but we didn't get it enough as like an option to add. And Karate Belt's power actually comes in when you get multiple of them in a run. Like one Karate Belt is not that great, but if you have 3 Karate Belts and you're doing 3 damage, which is independent damage on each Vuln. So if you have like 20 Vuln, but you have 3 Karate Belts, that's 60 damage per turn, which is really strong. Like Karate Belt gets like insane if you can get multiples of them in a run, but if you're not seeing it multiple times per run, um, then obviously your impact there. Same with Atomic Wedgie. Atomic Wedgie actually, from my understanding, if you have multiple of them, you can actually keep even more of your vulnerability, but that may actually be inaccurate. It's been a long time since I've double stacked Atomic Wedgies. But there's potential there that you can actually keep more vuln if you have multiple of them. Same with Blanket Fort. I'm pretty sure Blanket Fort would be broken if you had 2 of them and then like a really good power build, because then you could generate, in the one build that we did where we generated 20 vuln per run because of Blanket Fort. If you had 2 Blanket Forts, I think you would generate like 40 vuln per. And then again, if you had like 2 Blanket Forts and a Karate Belt, then you're doing 40 damage per Karate Belt that you have. So there's ways where like memories can become like really, really impactful, as long as you're not seeing the same clovers over and over and over again. Because Clover doesn't really offer you any build synergy. It's not going to make your build function or do some cool things or give you a bunch of potential. It's really just taking off some of the edge of like things that could go wrong. So like cards that like do like 3 to 6 and stuff. The valuable one is really you can't roll a 1 anymore. Not being able to roll 6s is pretty brutal because there's no way to actually like D-level cards. You can forge cards forward to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever you want to do past that threshold, but there's no way to take a 3/6 card down to a 1/6 card. So you're always going to have way less value out of removing a 6 than you are about removing a 1. Like the removing the 1 makes it like, what is it? Oh my god. 6 divided by 100. Math. 16.66%. Better chance that you're going to hit what you need to hit for your cards to activate, where removing a 6 is removing 16.66% of you hitting what you need to hit because you can't lower the range. And it's not even like, it wouldn't even be good if you wanted to control the range within like removing 1 and removing a 6 so that you only roll. Well, I guess that could be beneficial where like you only roll 2, 3, 4, 5. But with like a lot of the cards only having the ability to roll like a 3 to 6, or in certain cases only rolling a 6, and there's no way to again open that gap up backwards. So like that 6 heal card, if I had picked up the 6 Clover where you can't roll a 6, that card becomes dead. And like I said before, without a trash can or a way to remove cards from the backpack, then you can't get rid of that card from your thing until you've actually maxed out your backpack. So you literally just have a dead card in your thing because you can't make that card 5/6 or 4/6 or 3/6 or 2/6. You can't go backwards and make that card valuable again. So you end up with just a dead card that you can't even delete out of your backpack. Which I don't think is good. Like there needs to be a way to either remove the card, or in my opinion, there needs to be a way to like deforge a card so that you can actually make a 6 only card a 5/6, 4/6, 3/6, 2/6, 1/6. The same way that you forge a card up from 1 to 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. I think that obviously opens up potential as well in the game. So yeah, that was a couple runs. I think they went well. I don't really have any complaints so far, and again, I've almost unlocked everything. I would love to know how to unlock the memories I'm missing besides just playing the game more. I can obviously speed run opening these by just losing the first fight and just getting them all unlocked if that's how they unlock. Because I would love to know like what other synergies are out there that I'm not getting from like not having these memories. And then also like having more memories in the pool gets rid of the clover problem that I just described. Because I'm still missing. Yeah, I'm still missing all 11. I didn't get a single memory upgrade in those runs. So, but I did finish off my equipment here. I only have one more snack to unlock here. I have a bunch of snacks to unlock here. I finished off my equipment here. I finished off. So I have all the equipment in the game. I just don't have memories and snacks now. And I don't think I saw any new bosses. I don't know like I don't know how these appear because I've never faced anything different than these options. So I don't know how to unlock these extra bosses. All right, I think I'll call it there, and then yeah, I know the dev is probably going to see this. If you watch the whole thing, God bless your soul. But if you have any questions about the runs or anything like that, just let me know.